morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Please help yourself to breakfast and honestly sponsor. Anybody who wants to stay to learn for the morning call for the open-based measures, anybody who wants to sponsor the open-based measures, please see Brenner. There's a story about the Chafetz Chaim was at a public meeting. At a public meeting, they wanted to come out against the leader of a certain group. They wanted to publicize that they're heretical. They wanted to basically put them in chayr. They wanted to have no contact with them. So the Chafetz Chaim gets up. He has permission to speak, and he says that the Torah describes Dathan and Avirum. They were the troublemakers. They went back here. Anytime there was a dispute, guess who was there? Guess who was leading it? Dathan and Avirum. Did Moshe throw them out? No, the Torah says we're men of renown. In fact, every public meeting that Moshe had, guess who showed up first? Dathan and Avirum. He didn't throw them out. Why is that the case? Didn't Moshe Rabbeinu know who Dathan and Avirum? They're the ones that informed him to Paro that he killed the Egyptians. So they were there from the very get-go. They were harassing Moshe. They were bad people, but yet he didn't excommunicate them. Why did he let them come to every meeting? And why is that the case? So the Chafetz Chaim answered, Moshe Rabbeinu knew who these people were, but he sought to pacify them in order to keep reins on them. They wouldn't come worse. Had he excommunicated, they would become even worse than they were. I guess you hold them a little close, you hope you're going to have some impact on them. In fact, this was so much the case that when they had this big revolt with Korach, what does Moshe Rabbeinu say? Yishlach Moshe the Dathan and Avirum, he calls out the Dathan and Avirum, and they say to him, "Lo, now we're not going to go to you." They rebuff Moshe. They reject him. So the question, and you look at Rashi. Rashi says that there's a principle: you don't hold on to an argument. So I think the Chassam Sofer and others make the point that the fact is Rashi doesn't say don't keep the fires burning of hate. He says ein machzikim b'machlokas. You don't hold on to machlokas. The word machzik is the word chazaka. We have something called the status quo. We assume if you say you're married, we assume you're married. Or if we say you own this house, we don't say maybe you took somebody else's house. There's a chazaka that we say. There's a principle, the status quo. We say that it's yours. So what Rashi is trying to teach us over here, what Moshe Rabbeinu is saying, ein machzik machlok. When it comes to a machlokas, we don't hold chazaka. You don't say this guy is a terrible guy. He's a fighter. He has a chazaka being a bad guy. Therefore, we're not going to try to appease him. What the Moshe Rabbeinu is teaching us when it comes to machlokas, even though these people are bad, the chance of success might be nil. You don't ein machzik, those chazaka that these people are bad people. When it comes to machlokas, and you try, when strife is out there, you try to make peace, even when it seems impossible. You still try to make peace. That's the lesson that Moshe Rabbeinu is trying to impart to us. Have a wonderful day.